Welcome to February updates for DESIGNish. It's actually super exciting. We got a lot of things going on. Let's just dive right in. So starting out, the DESIGNish URL now sends you to the blog directly instead of sending you to a homepage, which then you have to navigate to the blog. It now just sends you straight to the blog. So awesome. As well, the blog has received a visual revamp. So if you are familiar with the blog page, then you know it was kind of visually a little bit boring. And so now it's updated to where a lot of the information, the series are streamlined, such as the interview series, the Worth It series, things like that. And then at the bottom, you have the chronological order of the uploads and so forth. So visually it's updated. You have thumbnails now, just a lot cleaner and more visually interesting. The YouTube channel has also received some visual updates as well. First is the profile pic. The profile pic or avatar is different now. It's no longer my face. It is now DESIGNish, the logo, which is awesome. And you can see that as well applied to Instagram, X, and so forth. So now it's a little bit easier to find the profile instead of just looking for my face. There's also a new banner as well. It's not super impressive visually, but it gets the point across as to what the channel is doing, in my opinion, when it comes to the topics covered. I feel like if you see the word DESIGNish, that lets you know it's going to be design related, materials, information, so forth. And then when you see the banner, it kind of gives you a better idea of like what specifically are we tackling. As well, the thumbnails have been updated for the interview series, so it's a little bit easier to go through and find the interviews visually. I'll most likely go back and change the Worth It series thumbnails at a later point, but the interview series were the big one, so that's done. In general, the thumbnails are getting a bit of an overhaul. And so moving forward, you're going to see different designs. Yeah, I think it's just going to help when it comes to finding the videos quicker visually. And a big update, DESIGNish is now on Spotify and Apple Podcast. You can go and listen there, leave ratings, etc. So that's super exciting. I'm really excited to be on these platforms to really provide more of the DESIGNish experience. That being said, right now, it is the interview series that's on those platforms. I haven't really decided if I want to push the other series, like the Worth It series, over to there because I don't really feel like it's podcast material as much. But for the interviews, they are there. That being said, we've done a lot of interviews. So instead of just putting them all at once on those platforms, I've decided to just upload one every day until we catch up. And that way, at least keeps it interesting. But again, go check it out, leave ratings, etc. I'm just super pumped to expand where DESIGNish is online. At this point, I don't think I need to dive too deep into the interview updates for the most part. It's a pretty staple part of what I'm doing with DESIGNish. And so as a result, it's like if I tell you every month, hey, the interviews are still coming, it's like, yeah, of course they are. It's a big part of what we're doing. And that's it. That is the February updates. So I'm super excited about, again, being on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and as well for anybody who, has found the channel valuable, found information valuable on the channel, interviews, so forth. I'm just excited that you're here, and I'm excited that you're checking out the videos and everything. So thank y'all.